Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I'm here today with some new makeup products in front of me that I wanted to show you guys on camera and do like a first impressions. It's not a full face. I have an eyeshadow palette, a bronzer, a highlighter, a lip kit, and a eyeliner. Sorry, my cat is climbing onto the table. He's probably going to be showing up here on camera. Hello, bananas. But this is the look that I accomplished. If you guys are curious about it, then you should just keep watching. Okay. Cat butt. Sorry. Gross. Bananas. Have some modesty, dude. All right, let's get into it. Yesterday, I went to Walmart. I had a $25 gift card that I won last October from a costume contest at work. I won Best WTF costume for this costume right here. I was a unicorn. Apparently it was definitely confusing for people. But at any rate, I did win a $25 gift card. So I finally made it to Walmart yesterday, almost a year later, and picked up a few things. So I'm going to go ahead and demo some of the stuff. Let you guys know what I think about it. Obviously, I'll do more of a review roundup video later on. But without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and start. Also, actually, before I start, if you guys hear background noise, just know we're a bustling household. We've got animals, we've got children. So there's bound to be some noise. We've got, my son is in his bedroom right over here playing with a buddy. And my dog is wandering around looking for food scraps. But no worries. We are not going to let that stop us. Okay, so I'm going to just show you guys what I got first, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. All right, so I got 4 things at Walmart. My total was 30, where's the total? 3103. Okay, the first thing that I picked up is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade Sunlight. It's just a lighter bronzing powder that I think will work really well in the winter months. I've been using and loving my number 7 bronzer in Caramel, so this is more warm toned. This appears to be a cooler toned option. So I'm excited to try that out. And I also got an e.l.f. highlighter. This is the Metallic Flare highlighter in the shade Rose Gold. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm hoping that it will work fine for my skin tone. It looks like it could possibly be a little dark. If I can get it out of the packaging, what is going on here? Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Actually, this might be just fine. So, really? I'm like rubbing on it. And okay, now we got some on there. All right, so maybe it'll pick up on a brush better than it does on a finger. It seems like it's pretty intensely packed in there. We'll see. Next, I got the Profusion Cosmetics Lip Duo. I should tell you guys what these cost. This lip duo was $3.98. The bronzer was $8.97. The highlighter was $6. So it's got a lip liner and a matte liquid lipstick. So, or a matte lip cream or creme, however fancy you want to be. And then the one that I'm super excited about, and I've had my eye on this for a long time, was the Profusion Cosmetics Chocolates palette. This retails for $9.98 at Walmart. I swear that I saw this at Target for like $15. I could be wrong. Profusion is available at Walmart. They have quite a big selection. I have seen the brand at Target also, but it seemed like the product selection wasn't as good. So that is that. Okay, so the palette does come with a brush. I have no idea. Actually seems like an okay brush. I am gonna go ahead and use this to like deepen up my crease. It's a nice like tapered blending brush. Here are the shades. I need to find a way. See, ring light, okay. Okay, so there's the shades. As much as I want to play, well, okay. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with these. But while I'm thinking about it, I am going to go ahead and do some swatches. Oh, that color. I really love this color. Like, it's super simple, but it's just that beautiful dirty green shade that I like. Okay, so there's some of the shimmers swatched. They're somewhat chunky, but that doesn't really bother me too much. Here's some of the matte shades. Sorry, it's like super close together. Oh, wow. Actually, I wasn't sure how this one was going to swatch. Sometimes I feel like greens are kind of hard to do. So I'm going to go ahead and lay some shadows down and see how it goes. So on camera, this looks like it's a white shade, but it's actually like a kind of pinky peach shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down as my initial transition shade. I did not set my eyeshadow primer today, but I feel like this just kind of is gonna do that for me while adding a little bit of color. Okay, and then on the same brush, I'm just using like this fluffy blending brush. I'm gonna use this shade here. It's called Hidden. It's just a nice like mauve-y shade or mauve-y shade. These so far seem to be blending out really well. There is a bit of kickback in the pan, or kick up. It's kick up, isn't it? So you can't even really see that on camera, but it is just a nice transition shade. So I am noticing there might not be a shade to really deepen up the crease here. Ooh. So, you've got this matte shade that I used, and then this one, which is really kind of about the same color intensity, and then you jump all the way to this dark brown. I would appreciate if there was one somewhere in the middle between those two, but there's not, so I'm just going to roll with it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Profusion brush that came with the palette, and I'm going to use the dark chocolate shade here. It's called Groovy, and maybe it won't be as intense on the eyes. So I'm going to take this, oh yeah, that's not terrible, on my outer V and then blow it up into my crease. I'm just making sure to keep like a pretty light hand, like barely touching my skin. So far, I feel like these mattes are a pretty great formula. They seem pretty buttery. They're blending really well, and they're not super, super intense. I think they're definitely something that you can build up. It's always nice to find like a drugstore gem, because I feel like a lot of drugstore brands, at least what I'm gathering, is they tend to play it pretty safe with color story, and they don't want to get too crazy. So it's nice to find a brand that is willing to take risks, but they're also like drugstore and affordable. Hi.
Is that off recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go back into that mauve shade and just work on deepening this up and kind of blending it out a bit. What? Cade? What?
Oh, never mind.
All right. As far as the shimmer goes, like I'm definitely feeling more into a neutral mood, but feel like it would be a missed opportunity if I didn't use some of these fun shades. So I think for my lid shades, I'm going to use this shade here. It's called Conquest. And I'm going to put a little bit of this shade here, Cypress, on my outer V area. All right, so let's see how they work dry. They pick up on a brush really pretty well, so that's always a good thing. Dry, they definitely kind of fluff into my eye, which I'm not crazy about. They're a chunkier formula, I think. And I wonder if using them wet would work out better. I'm gonna try the other one wet. Because sometimes I think with chunkier formulas, it's better to use them wet so that you can, I don't know, it kind of almost shears it out a little bit. So I'm taking this about 2/3 of the way onto my lid. I'm just doing a pretty typical smoky eye. It's definitely the eye look that looks best for my eye shape. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna use Cypress, the green shade, just on my ring finger and kind of pat that onto my outer V. This would be really pretty as a halo eye too. Okay, I am gonna take it on a brush. Hey buddy, you also need to work on cleaning up the toys because Charlie is going to be out and he will eat them. I'm gonna go back into the dark brown and try and blend this together a little bit better. I'm liking the point on this brush a lot. Okay, so that's what we're working with the eyes so far. This green is kind of bumming me out. It just isn't, I feel like it kind of blended away. So I'm going to reapply it with my finger. Okay, so now that's back. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation, concealer, and blush off camera. And I'll be back to show you guys the bronzer and the highlight and the lip kit. Okay, I look like a ghost. The foundation that I used was my It Cosmetics CC cream in the shade Fair. I completely forgot how fair was. So we're gonna need this bronzer to work a miracle. And then I went ahead and I used this Milani blush in Romantic Rose. So if your foundation is ever too light, bronzer will hopefully do the trick. It can do the trick. It has the ability to help. Whether it does or not, I don't know. So here is the bronzer. I'm going to load up my brush. I probably shouldn't do that when it's a first impression. It could be a horrible mistake. I feel like it has a scent. So I'm just trying to not look like a cast member of The Walking Dead right now. So I'm taking it down my neck, along the perimeters of my face. The bronzer is amazing. I feel like it's working pretty well to give me a little bit of life back to my face. I don't want to go too overboard though. Okay, so here I look alive again. That's good. I really like this bronzer. This is amazing. Yeah, I'm super excited to play with this more. Okay, highlight. Let's give it a whirl. So it seems you're gonna go on. I don't know if it's just a really subtle formula. Looks like it's definitely buildable, which is nice. It's really sheer. And it doesn't seem to want to really pick up on the brush. So I'm swirling it in there and you can't really see it. I mean, you can once it's on my skin. It's not as, I don't know what I'm really noticing about this. It's kind of like sticking where I put it. It's a little tougher to blend out, but I think it is pretty. I think it might also, maybe it's showing texture. I think that's what's happening, is it's definitely showing some texture. So that's one that I'm just gonna have to kind of play around with and see. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera really quick because I'm not using any new products for those. I'm using the same old. Let's go ahead and tackle the lower lash line. Another product that I'm actually gonna try on today, also a first impressions, is one of the Dose of Colors eyeliners. This is in the shade, oh geez. Did it break? Oh my gosh. Oh, I was twirling the wrong thing. You have to spin this so it does go up. Okay. So I think I have the shade Dark Roast, which should pair really well with this eye look. And I'm just going to line, well, I was going to do my waterline, but it's not wanting, there it goes. Just needed a little extra help to get going. Oh, I love that color. I love this formula so far. First impression wise, it's pretty awesome. So then I am going to take it a little bit along my lower lash line too. So it's not just in the waterline. And then I'm going to take the shade Hidden on a Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. And I'm going to blow this all along my lower lash line. My eye is watering, but I think that's just kind of normal after having put something in the lower lash line. And then I want to take this matte teal shade. It's the shade Quest. And oops, that was dumb. And I am going to just buff this along my lower lash line. You can't even really tell that that's green. Okay, and then for an inner corner highlight, I'm using the shade here. It's just like a champagne shimmer. The shade name is Illusion. Okay, so there's the eyes. My eyes are definitely irritated by something, probably just the, it's probably the eyeliner, because I don't normally line my waterline. That's not something I typically do, because I don't normally use eyeliner, but I do really like the formula, so I'm hoping that my eyes will chill out. I hope that it's not like I'm sensitive to it. I hope it's just they're not used to it, if that makes sense. Okay, I went ahead and I used a couple coats of my Lash Princess mascara. So this is the final eye look. I love it. I love it. I'm super, super excited about this palette, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to lips. All right, so I chose, there were 4 shades available at the store. They might have more shades, but I chose the one that's just a little bit, it's more berry toned. I think I just figured it would pair well with the eyeshadow palette. They had a more nude one, but it was kind of a warm nude, and I don't know. I just didn't, I didn't want that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I will probably fill them in. Ooh, this is a really creamy lip pencil. I like that. Okay, so there's the liner. Obviously, I just filled them in, but it's incredibly comfortable. It's very emollient. Okay, so, and now I'm going to finish the lips off with the lip creme. It's got kind of a chemical sort of taste, which I'm not crazy about. Okay, so that's the color. I love this color. I think it's a great color for winter, even a great color for fall. Okay, so this is the finished look. I love this. I absolutely adore this eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited to play with this more. I think that I'll be able to get quite a few really beautiful looks out of it. And, you know, some of them might be somewhat redundant, but I don't care because I feel absolutely beautiful. Okay, the highlight is the next product I'm going to talk about. I am not super impressed with this. I am going to play around with it more, but the reason I'm not super impressed is because I had to keep dipping my brush in, and this is the level of payoff that I was able to achieve by repeatedly applying it. And yes, it was only $6, but there are other highlights out there that I think you can achieve a better look than this with less work, but I am going to go ahead and play around with it and see if I can get it to be a little bit more intense. Next, the Milani bronzer. I love this. I absolutely love this. I'm so happy that I have this in my collection. I feel like it added a really nice tone to my skin, and I'm totally digging it. I liked how smooth it went on. Like, it's not patchy or skippy anywhere, and I mean, it's just really, really nice. And then the lip kit, I love the lip pencil. Not sure how I feel about the lip cream. It's really sticky. I don't know if you can notice. I'll come closer. Do you see how they're sticking? They're sticking. And I'm not super crazy about that, but maybe it's that way because I filled in my lips with the lip pencil. I'm going to go ahead and try it a few other ways and see if I can get a better outcome. But so it's not like a fail. It's fine. I do like the color, so that's good. Oh, and then the Dose of Colors eyeliner. Yes, I love this. My eyes have calmed down. They're not like reacting to it. I think they were just like, whoa, what's happening right now? But they feel fine. So yeah, I'm excited to use this more. In fact, I'm literally, as we speak, putting it in with my eye brushes because that is where I will see it and I will remember to use it. Okay, so that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye.